Welcome to A View to a Grill. I'm Johnny. Today we're going to do orange chicken on the Golden's cast iron mini cooker. Let's start off by putting together our marinade for the chicken. We'll go ahead and squeeze our orange juice in a large Ziploc baggie. Next, we're going to add 1 capful of sesame seed oil, and then we'll add our salt and pepper seasoning. Now we'll get that all zipped up and shaken vigorously. And that is it for our marinade. Now let's prepare our chicken thighs. Now wherever you see bone or cartilage, we just want to get that trimmed off. The white fat, I'm going to leave all of that on the chicken. Now once you've gotten all of that unpleasurable stuff off of your chicken thighs, it's time to cut them into cubes. Now the thinner part of the chicken thigh, we can leave those in long strips and just fold them in half when we skewer them. The thicker part of the thigh, we'll just cut those into cubes. Once you have those cut into cubes, just place them in a bowl. Once all your chicken thighs are trimmed and cut, it's time to get them into the marinade. We'll get the Ziploc baggie zipped up, and when you're zipping that baggie up, try to force as much of the air out of the baggie as you can, just so that marinade can completely cover all of your chicken thighs. Now we'll massage the chicken thighs around in the bag just a little, and when you're done with that, it's time to get them back into the refrigerator. We're going to let these chicken thighs marinate for in between 4 and 6 hours. Now earlier in the day I did season my Golden's cast iron mini cooker, and I also seasoned the skewers that I'm going to be using for this cook. After your chicken thighs have marinated, it's time to get them onto skewers. I'll just get all of these chicken thighs onto skewers, and remember, the longer, thinner strips, we're just going to fold those in half and then place them right on the skewer. Now I can already tell that these orange chicken skewers are going to be awesome. Now we'll get these right back into the refrigerator while we set up our Golden's cast iron mini Kamado. Today I'm using the small Weber chimney starter, and I have already filled that up with B&B lump charcoal, and of course we're using the Golden's cast iron mini cooker. Now if we take a look in the mini cooker, the fire pot is only about halfway full. I'll get it put together. We'll get the grill grates on, and today I am not going to be using the heat deflector. Now let's go ahead and talk about the orange teriyaki sauce that I'm going to be using to baste these chicken thighs while they're on the grill. I'll get my small cast iron pan on the cooker so that it can preheat. For the sauce, we're going to need ginger, honey, soy sauce, garlic, scallions, pineapple juice, some chili flakes, brown sugar, cornstarch, a little bit of oil, and another orange and a lemon. Now we're also going to be using the zest off of this orange. I've got about, I don't know, a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of orange zest in my zester. I don't have exact amounts. You'll see that I'm not going to be measuring anything in this video. All of my recipes are guides. Now that my cast iron pan has been preheated, it is time to put together our sauce. I'll start off by adding the oil. Next, I'll add a squeeze of garlic. To that, I'll add a squeeze of ginger, and stir those around until you can start smelling the garlic and the ginger. Now my pan is not like scorching hot either. It's hot, but not scorching hot. Go ahead and add your chili flake, and then add your orange zest. Once you can start smelling that orange zest, go ahead and add your soy sauce. Stir and let that come up to a simmer. Once you start seeing it bubble, add your orange juice. Once it starts bubbling again, add your pineapple juice. This is going to make it a little sweeter, and then let it bubble again. Now add your honey and your fresh squeezed lemon juice. And now while the sauce is still relatively cool, it's time to add the cornstarch and water slurry. And this is going to help it not clump up as much as it would if the sauce was really hot. We'll get that in the pot and stir it as we add it with a whisk. At this point, I tasted my sauce and thought it needed a little more soy sauce. So I added more soy sauce and stirred until it started to bubble and thicken. Now, once it all comes together, you should have something like this. This is a thick sauce. It's almost the consistency of a barbecue sauce. And the reason why I like to make this type of sauce this thick is so that when I start basting my meat, it stays there. It doesn't just run off and hit the bottom of the grill. And now we are ready to get our orange chicken skewers on the Golden's cast iron mini cooker. And as soon as I put the first one down, I realized I forgot to spray the grates with a little bit of oil. But that's okay, because that gives me the opportunity to show you how to get chicken off the grill when it's kind of stuck. So I'll get the rest of the grill oiled and place the chicken skewers down. So the grill grate footprint is kind of small on this Golden's cast iron cooker, but there's plenty enough room on the grill grate to where I was able to cook 4 skewers, and I believe I could have probably gotten about 6 of them on here. So it is pretty practical for your family. Now let's flip the skewers. If you remember, there was one where I forgot to oil the grate. If you find yourself in this position, just get a good sturdy metal spatula and with some conviction, shove it right under your chicken, and if you've let it cook long enough, it should release rather easily. Now I'll spray it with oil and get that chicken right back in the same spot. Now, in contrast, where I did spray the oil, as you can see, the chicken just kind of easily pops right up when I pull on the skewer handle. Now, so far, I really like the way this chicken is coming out. Now that we have one grilled side, we can go ahead and start basting our chicken. Since we're going to do this several times, it's not necessary for you to put a heavy coat of this orange sauce on there right away. And all we're going to do is baste and turn. And you only want to baste where you have cooked. Don't baste the raw side of the chicken. At this point, I want to see about how done the chicken is. And to do that, I'm going to use my Inkbird thermometer. Inkbird makes a really good, inexpensive instant read thermometer. And if you want one of those for yourself, check out the link below. Now, according to the thermometer, we still have a little bit to go before these are done. So knowing that, we are going to turn and baste again, and then check our temperature again. Now we're a little bit closer, so I'm going to go ahead and close the lid just for about 5 minutes. After about 5 minutes, we'll check on them, and now the chicken looks like it's done. I'll go ahead and baste them one more time while they're still on the grill, and then get those onto a pan with some parchment paper. I'll just get one of those little pieces right off the skewer, stab it with my fork, and yeah, that's good. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching A View to a Grill, and I'll see you next time. Take care, y'all.